An international search mission is underway for the Malaysia Airlines jet, which vanished over the South China Sea with 239 passengers and crew on board. US officials are now said to be investigating terror concerns after confirmation that 2 people on board may have been using stolen passports. The Boeing 777 disappeared from radar screens an hour after taking off from Kuala Lumpur on its way to Beijing. Its fate is still a mystery, as our Asia correspondent John Sparks reports. And just a warning, his report does contain flash photography.
At Beijing's International Airport, there was little information on offer about Flight 370. The arrivals board said only that it had been delayed. In truth, however, Malaysia Airlines had no idea what had happened to it. A small group waited for passengers to get off, but nobody passed through customs. They told me it was delayed, said this man, and now they're saying, just wait. Several hours later, the airline's head held a press conference. The flight from Kuala Lumpur had 239 people on board, he said.
We are deeply saddened this morning with the news on MH370. Malaysia Airlines confirmed that this flight, MH370, lost contact with Subang Air Traffic Control at 2:40 a.m. this morning.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry convened an emergency meeting with the aircraft's flight plan projected onto the wall. Yet officials had little information to work on. The pilot didn't issue a distress signal. Instead, Flight 370 had disappeared. Air traffic control lost contact with the aircraft at the midway point between Malaysia and Vietnam. No wreckage has been reported on the water's surface, although tonight the Vietnamese Navy said they'd seen a 12-mile oil slick in the area, the first possible sign of a crash. The Malaysian Prime Minister, Najib Razak, said a multinational search and rescue effort had been launched. This by countries who typically argue over ownership of the South China Sea. But that came as little comfort to friends and relatives in Beijing who were sent to a city centre hotel to wait for news. And they were deeply frustrated.
Nobody has told us anything. Nobody talks to us except volunteers and hotel staff.
This desperate day not eased by members of the media asking for comment outside the hotel. My son is only 40 years old, cried this woman. Her friend said, let us through, let us through. There were those blessed with good fortune. On Malaysian television tonight, a woman called Jessie E.Y. Ching, who missed the flight.
I guess you want to know how you feel right now.
It's an awful feeling to know that so many people were on board that flight, and I could have been one of them on board that flight as well.
The university student got the time wrong, a mistake that saved her life.